I think it was
my grandfather's garage where I first started playing around with tools and trying to build things. It was very dark and dank, and I remember there was just bare bulbs in there, and it smelled like earth, actually.
I'm a fabricator and a mechanic. I love having that sort of connection to him.
I like to think I take a lot of pride in my work. I've
been building hot rods for about 8 years. It's more than just a business, it's sort of my passion, and when I'm awake I'm building cars. I think I'm driven to create the cars that I do by my love of history and the era that they came from. Always been interested in the time before I was born. I guess the period my grandfather was growing up in. I always wonder what it was like for him to have a car in the 1920s or 1930s. I feel by building cars that represent that era and represent what I love about that era, I'm sort of honouring his memory a bit.
I've still got a lot of his old engineering books, and I use those in my work, and full of information that's timeless and it's still relevant. Well, I guess when I start building, one of my considerations is that
it is accurate to an era and that it's reflecting a time that's now past. That takes a lot of time to achieve, to put a car together that has a sense of soul to it. You've got to put some of your soul into it, and you've got to, I guess, commit to it.
I think my grooming and my moustache are part of the whole thing. I'd like to think that it looks somewhat like a 1930s moustache.
I guess I do try to look like I'm from that era.
Best to let the whole thing fit together.
I have aspirations, but they're not to do with advancing my career, they're more to do with perfecting my craft.